All right, the biggest story in the NFL may quietly be brewing in Buffalo, with Josh Allen dealing with an elbow injury. And not only an elbow injury, but his elbow injury on his throwing arm.
Yeah,
The Bills
the
have a
more
big
important
match.
elbow.
Yeah, the Bills have a big matchup facing the 7-1 Vikings this week, and without Allen, the Bills would have Case Keenum at quarterback against his former team. Is the whole NFL about to flip on its head? And are we betting Dolphins plus 500 or Jets plus 2,000 to win the AFC East?
Well, I'm not ready to bet on either one of those two teams to win the AFC East.
Yeah.
It is an interesting. You can if the Dolphins are plus 500 and the Jets are plus 2,000. So then you combine them and it'd be 25-2. The plus 500 odds, you could put, you understand what I mean? Like 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 500, and then you'd make two bets. You could get 25-2, which is, you could get 12.5 to 1 on those two teams to win. You know what? So let me give you a better example on it. If you put $100 on the Jets to win the AFC East, and you put $400 on the Dolphins to win the AFC East, that wouldn't actually.
Are
be
you saying
12.
like you end up breaking even?
Well, you could make it to where you could make it to where on either bet, if you want to win $2,000 fading the Bills, you could combine the two, right? And it wouldn't actually be the 12.5 to 1. Math was wrong, obviously. My apologies there. But you could risk a total of $500 to guarantee a return of $2,000. That's only 4 to 1. If you really believe the Dolphins or the Jets are going to win the AFC East, you cover both your bases there. I'm not ready to go there. I am ready to say this, however. Vegas does not think Josh Allen's playing. This game was 8.5, 9 points. As we're doing this show right now, it's 3.5 points. And I think it's just moving down. Josh did not practice on Wednesday. The Bills, for all of their alleged seriousness about winning a championship, have not. They've scored 25 touchdowns on offense this year. 23 of them have been by Josh Allen. They do not have what you would call a well-balanced attack. Now you might say, Nick, no team can deal with losing their quarterback. I don't know. The Chiefs lost Mahomes for 2.5 weeks the year they won the Super Bowl. And their backup quarterback came in and beat the Vikings, played a tough game. I think it was against the Packers. They finished the game against the Broncos. They went 2-1 in the stretch without Mahomes. It helped them get a top 2 seed, helped home field go through Kansas City. Case Keenum's a viable backup quarterback. Case Keenum's has won a playoff game in this league. Case Keenum's played in an NFC Championship game. With all that said, the reason this makes the Jets' loss even more devastating because you don't have a margin of error if you're Buffalo. And what you can't have if you're the Buffalo Bills is for the second straight year, you go to Arrowhead in the regular season, you beat the Chiefs, you get a game up in the standings and get the tiebreaker, and then yet somehow when the playoffs roll around, you don't have home field. The Bills, I believe, to have any shot to beat the Chiefs in the postseason, need that game to be in Buffalo. Because for as great as the Chiefs have been for the last 5 years, they have not played a single road playoff game. That's a testament to how great they've been, but it also does mean, while I don't question it, it is an unknown of how Mahomes and the Chiefs offense would function in a loud road playoff environment. You add to the fact that while Kansas City weather in January ain't great, Buffalo weather in January is horrifying. And a bad weather football game, you would think, would favor a team whose both teams' quarterbacks can run, but the Bills' quarterback is so big and strong, you would think that favors him a bit, right? Speaking of him running, however, this is where this really has a long tail on impacting the season. Let's say Josh just misses 1 week. And I understand he did not hurt this elbow running the football. The Bills have not developed a run game. Their run game is Josh Allen. If he's already banged up on his throwing arm, his throwing elbow, the Bills going to feel comfortable calling those designed quarterback runs and those designed quarterback runs and they have to lean on a running game that does not really exist? That, to me, is problematic for them. So there are a lot of red flags for the Bills, they're a very good team, but I cautioned everyone they're being crowned a little too early. A Josh Allen injury obviously is the worst case scenario for them. It looks like they're dealing with it right now. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.